Story time about the accident. I'm guessing you probably want all the juicy details about what happened. Well, I'll do what I can. Let me just say it's not been a pleasant week at all. I am just not feeling great in many different ways. So, what happened was last Monday. I guess it's a week ago from today. I was just driving my wife to work, and we were going down the freeway, and there was an area with some construction going on, and I've driven through this place so many times, so I knew what to expect. And so, of course, the traffic slowed down, so did I, and then it came to a stop, and so did I. And so I was stopped behind this one car, and probably wasn't very long because all I remember is stopping and then waking up. So it's quite obvious that once I had stopped, we were hit. And it's a truck that was pulling a trailer that hit us from behind. So they had a bit of weight to them, and they quite obviously were unable to stop at all, because the driver tried to avoid hitting us, but hit us in the back right corner of the car and shoved us right into the car in front of us. I don't remember one bit of the accident. Nothing. But when I woke up, what I remember is a peace officer mentioning something about like if I'm my wife's husband, for one thing, and also what, like if I feel any pain in my body and in my legs or whatever. A lot of it is really jumbled up because I was knocked out for I don't know how long. It could have been several minutes because the first person to come to us was the truck driver. I don't remember him at all. So he was apparently the first one to help us out, and I later found out that the first aid kit that was left in my car was his. So, yeah, I don't remember one thing about him. I remember the peace officer being really concerned about my condition. He had me hold something to my forehead because I was injured, and I opened my eyes. I could see what was around me. I saw that the side airbag had gone off. I could see that my sun visor was dangling. It turns out that the sun visor hit me in the forehead. And other than that, he just wanted to make sure that like my legs, my back, and those were okay. And he said something about the truck that hit us. He pretty much confirmed to me that I had come to a stop and we were hit from behind. And that was a direct statement from a peace officer, which is basically a police officer. And he reassured me that an ambulance was on its way. It would be there very, very soon. And he asked me to keep putting pressure on my forehead with some bandage or something that he gave me. I could see that the front of the car was totally crumpled up. And yeah. It was, I guess you could say I was in like complete shock at that time. I really had no idea what I was doing. I remembered I was driving. But I don't remember anything after that. I still don't remember anything. So after that, the ambulance came, and the first responders, the paramedics, asked me if I was able to move my legs, if there was any pain in my legs, and there wasn't. So I was able to stand up. And they asked, because if I couldn't stand up, then they would have to cut me out of the car. And they didn't have to. I was able to stand up, but my forehead and my eyes were covered, so I couldn't see anything. So I was bleeding profusely. And I didn't see a thing. I didn't even see the ambulance when I was going towards it. And, well, I didn't walk to the ambulance. They just put me on the stretcher immediately after I got out of the car. And, you know, a little bit of this is fuzzy. I don't remember if they... Yeah, I don't think they could have put the backboard on while I was in the car. No, but they did put the collar for spinal injuries on my neck, because they were worried that I had a neck injury, and, well, I have whiplash, so yes, I do have a neck injury. So... yeah, then we got put into the ambulance. My wife came in the ambulance with me, so we rode the same ambulance. And that's when they pulled my pants off and my socks, and ripped open my shirt, and it was one of my favorite shirts too. Yeah. It wasn't that old of a shirt either. It was a pretty new one. And then during the ride to the hospital, what I could remember from that ride is that there were a lot of potholes, and I was really irritated with the rough ride because of how many potholes there were. And that's something that I've been complaining about for so long. They put an IV in my arm and started me on something. I think it was morphine. Because what I learned was that I had such a massive deep gash in my forehead that they would have to stitch both inside and outside. And yeah, so morphine, fun stuff. Not that I really remember much of that. So we got to the hospital, and we were taken in immediately, taken to be seen by a doctor, just immediately. Very, very quick, which is very nice. And I'm pretty sure I know why we were seen that quickly, and that's because it's a head injury caused by a car accident. My wife was also hit in the face. So, yeah, they were concerned about injuries that need to be seen immediately. And I'm glad we were able to get in quickly, because I was bleeding quite a lot. I kind of wonder how much blood I lost. I don't know. So we were taken in, and they said the doctor would be here soon. The nurse was taking care, and he was great. Funny thing, he said his wife is half Japanese, and my wife is Japanese. So yeah, so my wife and I were both in the same room. So we were next to each other. We were both being seen, but they had a lot more work on me to do because I had the head injury. My wife was more bodily, though for sure for her. Why are you in here? But for her, yeah, she's got many aches in her body. So. And she's starting physiotherapy already, and I'm going to have to start right away too. So, yeah, carrying on. The doctor eventually came in and asked if I'd had my tetanus shot lately, and I said no, and she gave me a tetanus shot, which is a standard thing to do when you've got an open wound like that. So, hey, I got my tetanus, diphtheria, and what was the other one? That's a DTaP. Acellular pertussis. What? That's whooping cough. It's something. Anyways, so then she said that she's going to be doing the sutures, the double suture, one on the inside, one on the outside, because it is so deep. So the interior sutures are definitely for the muscle that was basically torn apart. Yeah, muscle torn apart. That's just absolutely lovely thought, isn't it? Yeah. So what she said was that it's going to hurt more when I get the freezing done. So, oh yeah, I also had I had 2 IVs going. One with morphine, one with saline. And she told me that the freezing is going to hurt a lot more. So it's like a whole bunch of tiny little needles going into my forehead in multiple locations. And yeah, that hurt. The actual sutures didn't hurt one bit. I just felt pressure and it felt weird. Just absolutely strange feeling. And once those were done, we were left to lay there for a bit. And they cleaned my forehead off as much as they could. And while waiting there, my big cut started bleeding. And so yeah, I rang the bell. I was like, "Please come! It's leaking into my eye." So yeah, they came and wiped it up, and allowed me to put something on it so I could keep it from leaking out. And yeah, the police were in there. They said that we had a collision report that we had to do within 2 weeks. And so no pressure, just take care of ourselves, right? And then after a bit, we were, because my jeans were covered with blood and I wasn't going to put them back on, they did give it to me. They gave us my car keys. A lot of my belongings were still in the car. And that was, they said it was being towed to the police seizure lot. And there's no way we'd be picking up the car because it's totaled. But we could go and get our stuff at a later date. And then the nurse helped me up so I could wash myself, wash my hands, because my hands were covered with blood. My chest was covered with blood. I was a bloody mess when I looked at myself in the mirror. I just looked horrible. And so I cleaned myself up as much as I could. I actually still have blood under my fingernails almost a week later. It's so hard to get it out. It's just not pleasant at all. Actually, I'm just curious where I am right now. Oh, okay. There was another village back here that I went through. This one. Oh, that one's interesting. Okay. Just a little something to distract me. Yeah, so I had to use the bathroom. The nurse showed me where it was, and I was able to change into no, I already changed into pajamas that they gave me. And as I left, I had to give them back the towels, which are covered in blood. Yeah, so then my sister came and picked us up, and I needed to drop off my prescription for Tylenol 3, which is has codeine in it, which is kind of a weaker form of morphine. So it's a strong painkiller. Luckily, I haven't really had to use it. Advil and regular Tylenol have been good enough most of the time. So yeah, we got my prescription. And went home, and I went to sleep probably 9. Oh God, we were at the hospital for about 4 hours. So yeah, from the accident until going home was about 5 hours. Yeah, that's what it was. So yeah, got home. The advice they gave me was get my stitches out in 5 to 7 days. It is now, as of this recording, 6 days. I still haven't gotten them out. I'm getting ahead of myself, but a doctor I saw about swelling a couple days after said you go 7 to 10 days, because usually that's how long it takes to heal. So it's like, yeah, I'll probably do it on Tuesday. And so yeah, so then sorry, I'm feeling all over the place right now, because I do have a concussion, and post-concussion syndrome can result in headaches for about a month. So I got a mild headache right now, and it's always there. I just can't get rid of it. So at home, I wasn't very hungry, and I just wanted to sleep, and so I was told to sleep with my head elevated, which is exactly what I did. So I slept on the living room couch. But my wife told me eat something and then take some of the Tylenol 3. And so I ate a banana, took the Tylenol 3, and then threw up about 2 minutes later. Yeah, concussion. I couldn't keep anything down except maybe water. So I just took another one and went to sleep, and I probably slept a good 11 hours. So yeah, over the following few days, a cycle of headaches, strange tightness in my forehead, pain, random body pains, My elbow was injured. My left elbow was injured. Got pain in my neck, upper chest. This is whiplash talking here. Lower part of my stomach. That's where the seat belt was. Inner thigh has been hurting. Actually, the backs of my legs, for some reason, have been hurting. And yeah, it's not been a very pleasant few days. Like I said, went and saw a doctor about swelling in my forehead. He said it's fine. Take Advil. Just take Advil because that helps with swelling. And I find Advil does so much better with headaches than Tylenol does. So, yeah, I got Advil. And I was also told by him, just keep the injury area dry at all times. So once I get once I get all of the stitches out, I'm going to be able to take a proper shower. I feel like I really need it. I should also say that everyone that I have spoken to and has, like the police, the peace officer, the paramedics, the nurse, the doctors, the pharmacist has known me for years. Every single person has been extremely nice, and I appreciate it so much. It's funny thing is, we went to the police station to bring our collision reports so that they can start the police report. We were told that the police report hadn't been started yet. In fact, it would take another 5 or 10 days before they have it done. So it's not going to be for another probably over a week, because all the other people who were in the accident also have to bring in their collision reports. I have a feeling that I was probably the worst off in terms of injury. Oh, my back is hurting right now, actually. I should be sitting like this. I should be lying down. But when we went into the police station, the police officer there was just like, "Oh, how are you feeling? It's so sorry that this happened." And he's just really, really nice. And yes, for all the Americans watching, yeah, we have nice police in Canada. I've never met an angry police officer here, actually. Well, my dad was a firefighter, so we knew many police. So it was just part of his job. He was also an ambulance driver, so I've spent so much time around first responders in my entire life. It's just part of my life, And so I did call insurance. We got the claims started. I said that the adjuster will call on Monday or Tuesday. Monday's a holiday. That's today, as this video is out. And so they might call me today. I don't know. So that they can get all the information from me. They won't have the information from the police, though, because it's not ready yet. And, of course, it's been advised I should get a lawyer, which is probably a good idea, so that I can get a fair settlement. Because, the other driver's insurance company is probably going to try to lay part of the blame on me, or try to lowball me with settlement money, and so a lawyer will absolutely help me get what I need, because it is quite obvious I'm going to need probably a fair amount of physiotherapy. My neck hurts, my back hurts, my left elbow hurts. And also therapy, because I did drive for the first time today and I was tense the entire time. My hands were gripping the steering wheel so tightly, and I didn't drive very far. And worst of all, came to a four-way stop. I stopped first, and then I started going. The other person who stopped second sped in front of me. And it triggered something so strong within me. I've never felt this in my life. Basically, I had a panic attack. I've never felt this before, and I couldn't stop it. It's like I had no control over my emotions. And yeah, it was in a parking lot, so I was just stopped and had to recover from that. I was not in a great emotional state at that time. There were two instances where a vehicle started coming into my lane beside me, which made me incredibly tense. And a kid walked up to a corner and just came out a little bit too far, and I slowed down very, very quickly. So basically, I'm going to have to get over this. It's going to take time. My driving is very, very, very cautious at the moment. And I feel nervous just being anywhere near another vehicle. It's going to take a while. And I will probably need to see a psychologist or psychiatrist or something. Yeah. So, luckily, because I am in Canada, all of my medical needs are taken care of. I don't have to pay a thing ever. Physiotherapy and other therapy is going to be covered by insurance. I'm getting a rental car on Tuesday. And according to my coverage, I can have it up to 83 days. But I'll have it for a week at first, and then if I don't have a new car by then, which I won't, because I'm not getting a new car until I have the settlement. The settlement most likely is, at least for the car part, is going to cover the cost of the car itself. But this is where the lawyer comes in, where they're going to be pressuring about other things like long-term effects, loss of income. And that's going to be more on my wife's side, because she has a physical job, and the effects on her are actually quite a bit more profound than me, because my jobs involve sitting at a computer, except I can't sit at the computer for too long because my back hurts and I get headaches. I can't concentrate as well as I want to. And this could affect me for weeks. I don't know. So there's another thing that has been really affected, because in the last month I've been working on a couple of school communities, and one of them is free, which I'll be upgrading to a freemium plan where there's going to be some things that you pay for. And the other one is a paid service, which is going to be all about consultations and channel and video reviews and things like that, in depth. And a lot of the courses, there's lessons that they can make. I'm making lessons, and I'm going to be using my face, and right now my face is just not in a good enough shape for that. So this is delaying potential income by weeks. So there's that too. And pain, suffering, mental effects, that's all going to be given a monetary value. But this can take months or years to resolve. As far as the car itself, the whole front end is smashed in. The back right corner is completely smashed in. I was able to go and recover a few things like my drink bottle. Of course, the black book that has my insurance and registration, and all of our exercise clothes and shoes that we bring to the gym. That was in the trunk, which I was able to pull out somehow. Our badminton rackets are bent. There's no way we're using them again. Of course, the car seat for my 5-year-old daughter can no longer be used. Once those are in an accident, you cannot use them again. Even if they're still in decent shape, they're no longer considered legal. We got a new one, so we got a one that allows us to convert it into a booster seat after she reaches a certain height. So that one's fine. There were a couple other things that I recovered, some clothes and stuff like that. I wished I could have recovered my daughter's blanket, but it was underneath a whole bunch of stuff, and I couldn't get in there. But yeah. I recovered my cell phone holder that I can put on my dash, which was a cheap thing they could get from a dollar store. It was difficult seeing the car. I've had it for almost 8 years, and it was a really good car. It served me so well. And I know it wasn't my first choice in what kind of car I would have wanted to get, but the thing about it was the first car that we even looked at, and it was decent price, and we brought it home that day when the car salesman picked us up in it. Had it for 8 years. I had battery problems from time to time, but that was always resolved. 2 flat tires. Purge valve malfunctioning, which was a pain in the butt, but I never did get it fixed. I was going to get it fixed in August. because there was a recall for that, and there's a recall for the block heater, and they said there wasn't going to be any parts for that until August, so I was just going to get the two done at the same time. That's not going to happen now. So I need to figure out what to do about a car. I have, I'm going to have almost 3 months of this rental. I have no idea when I'm going to get any kind of settlement, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to. I don't know. I don't know what the timeline's going to be. I'm not gonna guess, and I have a feeling it's going to be a while. I just need to take this one day at a time. And things I'm going to have to start working on. I have to talk to, like, the immediate things that I need to do. I need to get my stitches out in a couple of days. I need to go see a physiotherapist in a couple of days. I have to do it within 10 days of the accident for some government benefits thing. Accident and trauma. And yeah, I have head trauma, so that's a fun thing. Not. I'm gonna have to deal with things like finding a lawyer, and of course I wouldn't be paying them until the case is done, and that could take a while, and then they take what, 40% of the settlement. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a battle. At least with a lawyer, I won't have to talk to insurance myself. Everything will be done through the lawyer. They know what to do. They know how to get me the best settlement that I can get. And they will work for me, for my sake, because the more I get paid, the more they get paid. I'm sure that's incentive for them. And yeah, physiotherapy, talking to someone about mental, emotional issues. Some PTSD is a thing. Yeah. And just trying to do my best with working. YouTube channels. I really can't take any time off from this. It's really not an option, because I need to pay bills and things, you know. Like there is, like, if you're asking, and I know some people are going to ask if there's anything they can do to help. The best thing you can do is just support me as much as possible in watching my videos. If you want to, you can become a patron on Patreon. The link is in the description, of course. With that, you can get world downloads. You can join Bramble's SMP. This world, you get to have your own house and character, which you get to tell me about, actually, in the Clifftop City back there. I'll be building houses and businesses and stuff that's for patrons. So yeah, there's that. If you are a YouTuber and you want to improve your here I am going through sales kind of thing. I'm not going to say it's shameless, because this whole situation is a massive pain in the ass, and I don't want this. I don't want this situation at all. This year has been bit of a sucky year anyways. And then this happens, and it's just just a bunch of big, just a big bunch of suckiness, you know. But yeah, also as I mentioned, there's a school thing. If you're a YouTuber and you want to improve your channel, especially with evergreen content, I do have both a free community and a pro community. You can find them. There's links in. Actually, I'm just gonna leave a pinned comment if there's anything you want to do. Go. You can go ahead. I'm not gonna tell you to do it. I'm not gonna pressure you. Just if you want to. Just if you want to. That's all. But just your support, you listening to me talk about this for, I have no idea how long I've been recording this for. It's been a while. But thank you for listening, and if you made it this far, please let me know in the comments below that you watched the whole thing. I just would really appreciate that. But anyways, we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is a snapshot day, so I should have a snapshot video, I guess. Well, we'll see if it's an interesting snapshot. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.